and the passion, Lord. In this sensual salute, with the stars you know, watching you know. As the curtains rise, let our hearts sway into every beat we bend in this magical. We're wrapped up in the rhythm, every note feels so right. In this sensual salute, tonight our night feel the fire burn.
All right, welcome in Planeteers. It's me, Kevin, back for another post-game reaction or recap, whatever you want to call it. And today we're going to talk about the game that just finished about an hour ago, my time. The Suns against the Orlando Magic, where we saw the Suns falling again to the Magic. The final score there is 110, 115 in favor of the Magic. The scores are going to be there and under, yeah, there in the ticker. So you can go ahead and look at that. One of the many things that I was able to do before recording this show because I have lots of times right now. So lots of time. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, we're gonna go over to the numbers for both teams. But I would like to say that that fourth quarter was really ugly. 6 turnovers for the Phoenix Suns, and that's actually the main takeaway on this game. The Suns had it, leading I believe 12 or 11 in that third quarter, but then again they started throwing the ball away carelessly. Some of them unforced, really, that led to the comeback from the gritty Orlando Magic team. So anyway, headlining this game is, of course, the storyline is the Magic losing Franz Wagner um, to an injury, the same injury that sidelined Paolo Banchero. So both forwards are out for the Magic, and no Wagner, no Banchero, no problem apparently for them. They are very resilient. They are pesky. They are relentless, and that's what happened here. The Suns had the lead a couple of times, but just couldn't handle the pressure and the physicality that the Magic imposed to them, basically. And that's been the story for the Suns this season. And honestly, until since the last season, when teams starts get physical with them, they lose composure and throw the game away. So mentality, folks. The Suns are not in the right place right now in terms of their mentality. If someone toughens you up, you got to take it and throw the bread back to them, right? It's just that simple. We don't. I miss the days that we have Chris Paul, where tough, and would fight for their teammates, stand up, cause like trouble. I know, you know what I mean when I say cause trouble. Not really in a disastrous way, but kind of like what I don't want to say Pat Beverly, but maybe Rajon Rondo, but yeah, the Chris Paul, something like that player, a Jay Crowder type of a bruiser, that would impose mental and physical toughness on the team, and make the opponents feel that as well, that physical prowess, if you will. But yeah, going over to the numbers here, let's start with the Magic. So they were led by Jalen Suggs with 26 points and 4 of 10 shooting from three. And that fourth 3-point shot that he had, the last one, was the real head scratcher dagger for the Suns there. Cole Anthony added 14 points in this game, 2 of 6 from downtown, and a couple of offhand shove to the chest of Suns defenders that, funnily enough, the referees or the officials refused to call on this game, or on the Magic at least. And then Goga Bitadze, Bitadze, I should say, sorry. I really couldn't pronounce his name right in one go. Bitadze. There you go. So G Bitadze, Bitadze had 21 points and 16 rebounds. I believe that 16 rebounds is his career high. And he continues to be a thorn in the side of the on the side of the Suns, really. Also, Iguodala didn't have a bit of great good defensive plays on him, but especially that last rebound putback that he had, where Oso was preoccupied by another defender. So yeah, really overall solid game from him. He does look like some a Serbian I know that I think you know too, in history, an infamous one in history. I just don't want to say the name because I might get burned for it. But yeah, overall solid game for him. Um, and yeah, let's go over to the Suns side. So on the Suns, they were led by Devin Booker, 25.7 assists and 38% from the field. We have Bradley Beal, 18 points and 4 rebounds and 2 assists, but 5 turnovers for Bradley Beal. And we're gonna talk about turnovers in a little bit. Royce O'Neal had another solid outing, 16.7 rebounds, 66.7% from the 3 point line. Just like the last game, or yesterday, or last night, 4 of 6 from downtown, really solid, and 60% from the field overall. Tyus Jones had a great game here. He had 21 points, most of those in the first half, where he was in target from 3, 5 of 8, 62.5% from the 3 point line, and that's 43.8% from the field. But unfortunately for Tyus, he didn't score in the last quarter, wherein the Suns needed bucket. But why do you need Tyus to get a bucket if you have when you have Devin Booker or Bradley Beal in the clutch? So that's one of the issues that the Suns have. But we're going to talk about that later. Also, Iguodala only had 4 points on this one, but had 5 rebounds and 4 assists. So the young guy is still stacking it up, and this time showing off his passing ability with those 4 assists. And then Grayson Allen added 13 points and 4 rebounds and 2 assists. But yeah, 2 of 2 from three, and 1 for 1 for in the 2 point area. So 100% shooting from Grayson Allen this game, but he was a -5. So okay, why did I just suddenly throw a plus minus stat there? Doesn't seem fair. 13 points for Grayson Allen. There you go. Okay, so let's start. Let's talk about a few things on this game. So turnovers. The Suns in the first half, overall, first quarter they had 5 turnovers, and then in the second quarter they had only 2, so that's 7 in the first half. But come third and fourth quarter, they had 12 turnovers combined those last 2 quarters, and they really hurt because the Suns were in this game, not only in this game, but they were leading this Magic team throughout the game until that fourth quarter, when they were actually up, I believe 4. Their largest lead was 12, I believe, in the third quarter, but then they just started throwing the ball away so carelessly, some of them unforced, really. And that's the game. Overall, the Suns had 24 or 19 turnovers. I'm sorry, 19 turnovers compared to the Magic's only 13. So I don't have the numbers as to how many points the Magic scored off of those turnovers, but I'm guessing it's a big reason why the Magic was able to steal this game from the Suns. So there. And then on the last 2 minutes, 3 minutes, I was wondering why Devin Booker or Bradley Beal didn't have the ball in their hands, and when they did, it was already too late. So The Suns have some issues to fix. Thankfully, it's not like a large. Well, I stand corrected. It actually brings the uh, horrid memories that I had last season when this team was struggling in the fourth quarter. But you know, no, don't know what to do with that. But let's just see if they can adjust. But we've been saying adjust, adjust, adjust for 23, 24 games now. But we still see the same issues over and over again, and it's part of the frustration of being a Suns fan because you know that the team knows that that's their problem, that's their issue. Why isn't it being addressed? So really, really frustrating to see and to watch. There. So let's look at the standings a little bit here. The Suns, by the way, have now lost three in a row. Pelicans, and then Miami Heat, and then this game Orlando Magic, and they have dropped 6 games straight on the road, starting with that Sacramento game in November 13th. So, 6 game losing streak on the road, 3 game losing streak overall, and they have dropped in the standings. They are now um, 12 and 11, just barely above that 500 mark. Um, Luckily for the Suns, there is they will have a long break, and they will have some time to get their players healthy. But in this standings, this is not the final number or final place for the Suns tonight, because there are still 8 teams playing in the Western Conference. Minnesota against Golden State. We still have Utah and Sacramento, Houston versus Clippers, and Portland versus the Lakers. So this ninth spot is not the final spot of the Suns until at least tonight. This will still be updated, so we'll tune into that. And then, speaking of injuries that we mentioned, add Grayson Allen on that list of KD, Nurkic, Gillespie, sorry, and Nurkic, or Ryan Dunn rather. Add Grayson Allen to that as we get an update here from Gerald Bourguet. He retweeted or reposted per X Amanda Fograd's update that Grayson Allen has suffered a twisted ankle, and he will be reevaluated or evaluated in the morning, so tomorrow. But again, the Suns will have a long break. They won't play until Friday, December 13th. Ooh, Friday the 13th. I hope that's a lucky number for the Suns, and finally get the win, snap the streak, snap the road loss streak um, uh, for them. I just hope that Friday the 13th is going to be their day. So that will be against the Jazz, Delta Center in Salt Lake City, Utah. Speaking of Kevin Durant, the Suns have dropped or are now 1-9 without Kevin Durant this season. So, gosh, 4 of 7 on the road overall record. So that's not a contender type of number or record on the road. So if you're on the road, you got to take care of the things that you can take care of. Like we said, that New Orleans Pelicans game, the Miami Heat game, they were some sort of a, gimme games for the Suns. They should have been able to take care of those. But kudos to those teams for not being, a team to be stepped on, basically. Oh, by the way, speaking of the Pelicans, they have lost Brandon Ingram per Shams earlier today. So that's a big blow to them. Their season is basically ruined by injuries. So, well, good luck to their fans, but we could use some luck as Suns fans, of course, too. And we need a break, a good break from injuries, and I hope that happens, very soon here. So again, Suns next game will be December 13th, 7:30 p.m. Phoenix, and that will be 9:30 p.m. Eastern. 8:30 for me in the Philippines. So we'll tune into that. Thankfully, that's the last day of work for me too, so I can really focus in on the game and list down some notes of what I've observed. So I'll see you guys then. After that game, of course, you will see a video, um, a post game video from me. And yeah, just a few reminders before we end. Of course, our latest episode with only the Fallen Founder on the last Saturday. Go ahead and check that out. But we will have an episode, or Fallen Founder will have another live show this Saturday. I'm hoping that Hamo can jump into this one or onto that one. So the crew could be at least semi-complete because I'm still on sabbatical on those sessions. And then I will continue to promote Zero's GoFundMe campaign to get to the US, and as well as to visit or watch a Suns game live. So I'm gonna put the link of that GoFundMe campaign in the description below. And then lastly, speaking of donations, if you like the content that we are putting out there, please don't hesitate and support us. You can click the Buy Me a Coffee link, the Suns Planet Podcast Buy Me a Coffee link. For as low as $5, you can buy us a beer to chug. And if you don't have an extra, that's okay. You can just hit like and subscribe, turn on that notification bell, and support us that way. And one last thing, Dave King's Brightside Night is coming up. It's pretty soon, so donate, send a kid to a Suns game this season. Only $15. That is your starting price to donate. $15, sends a kid to a Suns game. All right, and I want to thank you all for hanging with me in here. And we hope the Suns that can win on Friday for the betterment of our mental health. And of course, we're hoping for a good news in terms of the reevaluation of one Kevin Durant. The goal is to be healthy, and there will be a light at the end of this dark tunnel, Suns fans. And I hope to see you again soon. And like I always say, be kind to one another. Season's greetings, guys. Have a good one.
Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, stay with us as the Suns get set to shine here on their home court.
Here's Perry. Cigar Hurd. Here's the jump shot. Good! It's good!
Al McCoy with you courtside. Pumped up a three.
Shazam! He ties it. ADA. Al and Tim up here.
Happy birthday!
Right. Yeah.
I know it's the ball, but happy birthday, baby!
Here's Cameron Payne out on top. Durant, three-pointer straight away.
Shazam! I just want to take this opportunity to thank everyone in this arena this afternoon, to all of those that are watching and listening on radio and TV. Thank you for allowing me to tell the story of the Suns for 51 great years.
That pretty much wraps things up here. And for one last time, this is Al McCoy saying thanks for being there. Thanks for being with us tonight. And from the Footprint Center here in downtown Phoenix, we'll just say so long for now.